Okay, well, going to do another modification today, and it's going to be the steel front, and we're doing short videos. I want them to be really concise, and the only thing I'm really going to do in this video is demonstrate the roll toe and all the things that go into that. We'll do the wedge pad later in another video, and so we keep them nice and short. But I'm using a Delta kegger. Workman made one, they discontinued it. Kirkhart makes one, Kahn makes one. I kind of like the kegger shoe, but this is a size 3, and they run a little smaller than standard front patterns. So this is the finished product. You can see the roll toe, and it has the wedge pad. This is 2-degree wedge. It's fit. You fit a little bigger for the wedge, a little wider in the heels, so that you can do a little. It can be more of a continuation of the foot and still have expansion. The roll toe is required to be half the depth of the thickness of the stock and approximately halfway into the section. This is a 5/16 thick section. It comes out a little bit nicer in a 3/8 section. You get a little more defined roll toe. But so the requirements also are that when it's completed, that your stock width, you maintain the width of stock. In order to do that, before you roll the toe, you need to hem the thickness down, because it's going to grow in width when you rocker that toe. This shoe, like I said, runs a little bit smaller than a front pattern, so I had to fuller the heels to gain a little bit of length. You can see where my fit ends up on the pattern, and you're going to gain a little bit of length when you roll the toe. So with all that being said, we'll demonstrate it. I'll rough shape the shoe. I'm not going to fit it to the pattern in the video. I'm going to shape it up pretty close to the pattern before I roll the toe, but then we'll be back. I'll take a heat and do that, and then come back and we'll demonstrate rolling the toe. I got a pretty close shape to the pattern. I'm going to choose a position on the horn that is pretty close to what that shoe is. Because I want to maintain that shape. Okay, so I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna hit it at this angle. So I'm packing it back into the shoe. Here's what I've got. I can see my shape needs to tighten up a little bit right here. Yeah, I'm just a little bit tight yet. I grew more length than I had last time. I'm not really too far off on length. Not too bad. I'll go back and fix my fit, improve my fit a little bit, and we'll dress this up. You can either file it, and grinding it is fine, but I want to be about half the thickness of that section, and we're slightly thicker, but that leaves you a little bit of room for filing or grinding. Back in another video and rivet a pad to it and then fit the pad to the